Good afternoon. The owner of a horse sanctuary in Kent is warning that there may have to be a mass slaughter of her animals because she can no longer afford to keep them at stables in Tenterden. Sarah Ross, who runs the Horse Refuge, says she has to find £500,000, otherwise some will have to be killed. Well, we can join Linda Hardy now, live at the refuge at Dobell's farm. And Linda, this sounds like an extremely traumatic situation for Sarah.
Absolutely, Kerry. These are just some of the 50 horses that could be in danger if the owners here don't find the money they need to buy the farm and land that the horses are kept on. Well, this is a situation that many horse owners are finding, that in the recession, a horse suddenly becomes a very expensive pet to keep. Sarah Ross has been using her own money to keep this place going until now, but if the funds needed to buy these stables aren't found, she faces killing many of the 50 horses here because they're too fragile to be rehomed.
If we can't afford to stay here, it would be a total disaster. I mean, hopefully, well, not all the horses, but a lot of the animals here, yeah, some of the animals here will certainly lose their life, and it would be awful. It's too awful to think about, because we're about saving horses, not putting them to sleep unnecessarily, and that is what would happen.
The number of horses the refuge has taken in has risen over the past year as owners can't afford to keep them. Other horse owners are reportedly taking more drastic action, shooting dead their animals.
Ultimately, always a horse that's been put down humanely cannot suffer anymore, whereas a horse that's abandoned or left to fend for itself is at the mercy of whoever finds it, or perhaps what it can find to eat for itself, and they are likely to suffer.
Sarah is hoping that though donations have virtually dried up this year, the prospect of having to shoot many of her 50 horses will be enough to encourage the funding she desperately needs. Well, the reason that these horses can't simply be moved to another piece of land is that many here are rescue horses. They've been physically and mentally abused, so moving them will be very traumatic. This is the land and the stables they're used to. So if money can't be found to keep them here, they may simply have to be shot.
Oh dear. All right, Linda, thank you very much for that.